Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It's Tuesday again. Let's do another World of T-shirts video. The doll incident, and already I don't like the sounds of this. The doll incident took place in the early hours of June 29th, 2025, during a live stream on Party. Is it Party or Party? During the stream, Josh engaged in bizarre and highly disturbing behaviour involving a child-sized doll, including spanking it, undressing it and stomping on it. What the fuck? Can you imagine him with a real child? Jesus Christ. Keep him away from children. The incident prompted widespread outrage within the world of T-shirts community due to the unsettling nature of his actions. Some have stated that it was much more disturbing than the fish stomping incident. Well, it does sound like it, doesn't it? Which occurred 4 years prior. I feel a sneeze coming on. No, it's gone now. Background. Josh was in Los Angeles with Tony Bain and Alyssa Manzella while on his sober week. So he was sober when this happened. The incident. Josh and Tony started streaming around midnight on Party, watching TV together. Towards the end of the stream, Tony picked up a creepy looking doll resembling a toddler that Alyssa keeps in her room. Why? Why in the fuck would you keep something like that? Jesus. They held and played with the doll for a few minutes before passing it to Josh. Was it? Fucking passed the joint around. Josh began braiding the doll's hair for a few minutes before biting its hand, banging its head against the cushions and spanking it while smiling manically. Why? Seriously. He then removed its shoes and started licking its feet, following by lifting the doll and licking around its genital area. What the hell? Like, that should have been reported. Like, even though yes, it's a doll, it should have been reported to the police. Like, seriously, it's going a bit too far. Tony questioned his actions, telling him that he was going too far. Yeah, and got to remember, he was apparently sober doing this. Despite this, Josh continued by stripping the doll, taking off his dress, spanking it again, braiding its hair some more, and eventually dismembering it. You gotta pay for that shit. Breaking other people's stuff. Using its own arm to spank it. Finally, he placed the doll on the ground and stomped on it until it was broken into pieces. That's someone else's property. Like, you're picking up someone's... It was probably like a collector's item as well. And he was just doing that to it. Fucking idiot. Into pieces and decapitated. He then sat down, laughed, and remarked that it was just a doll and an inanimate object. The incident concluded with Alyssa displaying the destroyed doll parts before taking them away. Obviously she didn't really care much for it, did she? Aftermath and backlash. The incident has sparked massive speculation among some parts of the community on whether Josh's actions suggest that he was a closeted paedophile. It is worth noting that Josh did this in his own free will, and no one suggesting or encouraging him to do that he did. It is unknown whenever Josh was fully aware at the time that the doll resembled a child, and how simulating violence and sexual acts on it could be perceived to viewers. A counter-argument can be made that Josh did not understand the severity and depravity of his actions. He knew exactly what he was doing, possibly due to his mental defects and lack of social awareness because of his autism. Nonetheless, his behaviour during the incident has sparked great concern among a good portion of the community, and with some even believing that he may seriously harbour thoughts to commit acts of sexual activity and violence against children. Let me just check my recordings. Yeah, that's fine. Although this time it was all speculation, and Josh is not known to have actually done such things in the past. Many have shifted their views on Joshua. as like with the fish stomping incident, believing that he may genuinely be a psychopath. Mr. Bass criticised Josh's actions, saying that anyone else would be cancelled for life. Tony for laughing like a hyena and egging Josh on, and the cameraman for not intervening. Video. A few days later, doing live streams, Josh has been pressed on the disturbing matter. One TTS donation asked Josh to explain. Josh said it was just a statue. It was not a real person and it was a joke. Another TTS donation came through demanding that Josh apologise for his actions towards the doll. Josh again downplayed the incident, smiling very gleefully, creepily even, and saying it's just a doll. Combined with his previous sexual misconduct, including non-consensually motorboarding and inappropriately touching Jean in late 2024, among other various incidents too, suggest that both Joshua may not be asexual after all, or at least anymore, and that he does not have the adequate control over his sexual urges. It is probably wise to assume that without consequences for Josh's actions, he will continue his disturbing behaviour in the future. Yeah, well, luckily, I don't think he did anything else like paedophilic since then, or none that I know of. Video. The stream can be found here, and the incident begins around the 4-hour 11-minute mark. Viewer discretion advised. Well, guess what? We're not going to be looking at that, because I really don't want to look at that stuff on camera, because it just sounds very fucking depraved. Plus, this will probably get like community guidelines striked anyway if I do show that kind of stuff. This page was last edited on the 18th of February 2026. Yeah. Just a thought. Let me just see something. The 4th of July arrest, is that a big one? I have to click on another one. There you go. Yeah, it's a kind of a long one. Right. Where was it? There we are. Okay, that's been it for today's video. Yeah, bit of a short one, but if I do the 4th of July arrest one, it'll just go over, and it's just gone 11 o'clock in the PM at the minute, so I really don't want to do another lot longer one. So yeah, this was fucking disturbing and a bit fucked up, very fucked up. Anyway, I will leave it here, and in tomorrow's video I'll be uploading the Windsor review. So until then, see you guys.